Everybody, before we get into tonight's update, and yes, I'm using candlelight so you can see me. I've had no power since 3 a.m. on Friday or Saturday morning. We had a winter storm, which we got about 5.5, 6 inches of very wet snow, and it was very windy. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to use Julie's hotspot, so it might take a while for this update to load in, but I do have some news that we have to get to that's rather important. First, we need to talk about the XRP Daily Technical Analysis as XRP continues to sit under the 0.377 level, but also something that's greater than that is BITGET. BITGET has stopped accepting deposits from U.S. users from the USA. And this is something I've talked about a long time ago about I would never use BITGET. And there's so many people on social media that are promoting it and telling you to use their link and such and telling you to use the exchange. And I told you the bad news about BITGET, how much they tried to offer me and the pros, and, you know, it's something that I told you guys to stay away from for the better part of since 2021. I knew this would happen eventually, and it looks like BITGET's going the way of, just like what Binance did recently, and it looks like it could go the way of Voyager and some of these other ones, and Gemini, that ended up becoming insolvent after these first stops of deposit. So pay very close attention. I would never use BITGET if you're in the USA. There's simply no reason not to. I would be using, if you're going to use a VPN, use BitGet. Use UPHOLD without a VPN, and also use MEXC without a VPN. There's simply no reason to use BITGET. That is an exchange that's pushed, and it seems nothing more than a Ponzi scheme to me, and I've been warning about it for years. So we're going to talk about that news that broke today. And like I said, we got to talk about the charts. Make sure that like button is. I'm really trying to put the effort in for each and every one of you. I tried to put out a 3.5-minute video earlier. It did very poorly. Not a lot of likes. But it was only 3.5 minutes, so most people were probably like, what's the point of watching it? Only did about 500 views. Only about 65 likes, so it didn't get any help with the analytics. But I'm trying to do this for each and every one of you. So please, I beg you, hit that like button so we can push me through the analytics. And more people can see this when it first comes out. I'm going to play the intro, and then after that, we're going to get hot and heavy into this update. Good evening, 8:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, March 4th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Even without power, I don't have the camera on, there's no point, it's very hard to see, and I don't want to make it blurry. I showed you me in the first couple minutes, so just say hi to everybody. But what we need to get into today is first, we're going to talk about the XRP technical analysis real quick. We're going to touch base, and then we have to get into the breaking news today about BITGET and how they halted USA deposits, and that's usually the first step to going insolvent. So pay very close attention to that. As you can see, XRP's coming up to resistance at 377. That's our resistance 1. Resistance 2 is 3850, and we're just going to talk about this very quickly. And then 3910 is resistance 3. Support 1 is 369. Support 2 is 3618. Support 3 is 3552. And those are the nearest support and resistance in the area. If we can break 377, we're going to try to push up here and ultimately try to push up to the top of the falling channel, which still maintains intact. We have not broke it to the top side or break the support, so this pattern continues to trek along, and it's not a surprise as we think it could lead us right down to this uptrending support, which is a very critical support level at 349. That's the bottom of the ascending, it's uptrending support, downtrending resistance. I guess we could say it's a descending triangle in a sense. But that's the bottom of it, and if you break that, then all of a sudden you can open up the door to 2871. But we have to pay attention, because if we look at the grand pattern, we can't be fooled, because just like we talked about the 348 level, there's 338 underneath that, and then you can end up making your way down to the 287, which is the bottom from the breakdown in 2021. That's the lowest we got to, is 0.287 after we broke down from the $1.98 high. So on this recent bear market rally, or we're in a bear market rally, but on this recent bear market turn down, 287 approximately is the lowest we hit. 286, 287. So you'd have to break that before you have that cataclysmic drop. But what I will tell you is when you look at the all-time patterns, 338 is a very important level of support. And if you break that, then it brings back the 287 double bottom. And then if you break that, obviously, that's your overextension, you could say, rather large one. Then you'd get down to 18.4, which is or 18.8, 18.4, wherever you want to see it. That's the 2017 uptrend. And then if that were to break, then that's when cataclysmic events can happen. And that's the 0.017, approximately 0.016, depending on how you look at it. Uptrend that goes all the way back to 2013. So that is catching you up to the immediate moment with XRP. So you know the immediate short term. And just because we're going to do Bitcoin real quick, and then we got to get into BITGET, because I can't do this for 30 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to take 3 hours to upload this. So 22,601 up 254 points on the day. And real quickly, this is the uptrending support we created, not the all-time uptrend or downtrend, which is all the way down here now. That's the several-year pattern. That's the downtrending resistance that is now being used as support. It's a multi-year trend line. But right now, we're worried about this uptrending support that got us down to 21,965. It was X marks the spot, and so far it's held it. But to me, this pattern doesn't look like it's done yet. In the 4-hour time frame, we've had a Deathcross. So make that for what it's worth. And if we get rejected on the 20-day here at 22,700 and or 22,900 approximately, this is very bearish. And this is a bear flag put in as well as a Deathcross. So this looks like, to me, if we were to lose 21,965, it's going to be a very quick 1,000 point drop, followed by a 1,500 point drop. And then if we lose those, it'll end up turning into a very quick, roughly 2,000 point drop from 21,965. Actually, about 2,800 points from there. So it could be a quick 3,000 point drop from where we're at now if this does go the wrong way. So pay very close attention to this. If we do get past both these areas, though, we do have 25,194 over the top. So just, it would take a lot of work, but that's what we're looking at. Now, we have to get into BITGET because I simply don't have the tools right now as far as my internet because I have no power. I have to use Julie's mobile hotspot. So I don't have the tools to be able to put down a very long update. So I'm going to go into this real quick. And right here, BITGET suspends USD payment services via bank transfer. We can go to Cryptopolitan. We can go to CoinGate. BITGET latest to suspend USD deposits amid Silvergate crisis. So let's go into this real quick. And we can also go into Cointelegraph as BITGET halts USD bank transfers citing partner outages. Ooh, I like that actually because that's talking about the partners. So yeah, let's get into this real quick. So BITGET halts USD bank transfer starting partner outages. Dubai-based BITGET is the latest crypto exchange to suspend USD wire transfers, claiming partner disruptions. And one of the reasons I like BitGet is because they don't allow you to withdraw. So like literally, you're not withdrawing money off of them. So it's another leg to where they don't have to give out money as much. It's a little bit different when you use their peer-to-peer, but you'd have to know about it. So Dubai-based crypto exchange BITGET has suspended United States dollar USD deposits via bank transfers in response to service outages from a partner. Funds can be withdrawn through wire transfer until March 10th. Ooh, wire transfer. In a blog post from March 4th, the crypto firm said that USD deposits via wire transfer SWIFT and wire transfer for U.S. banks are no longer available. As an alternative, users can continue to make USD deposits via the ADV Cash wallet or with credit card. Good luck trying to use a credit card in the United States as they will not let you do that anymore. So the fact that it says via credit card is horseshit because as we know, regulations have been put into play and you can no longer use a credit card to buy crypto in the USA unless you are very fortunate that your bank did not follow suit. I know all of mine that I used to use, well, I haven't had to deposit money onto crypto because I did very well the last couple of years. But the last time I tried in late 2022 or mid 2022 when all this was happening, it stopped working. So BITGET, notice on suspension of USD payments, and this is their verified Twitter, it looks like. USD payments via bank transfer. You may continue to make USD deposits via the ADV Cash wallet or buy cryptocurrencies with your credit card on a one-click buy page. That's probably going to cost you out the ass if it even lets you do that. Withdrawals through the ADV Cash wallet are scheduled to be available soon. So you can't even withdraw through this, guys. They're allowing you to deposit through this, but they won't let you withdraw it. Even with this ADV Cash, it even says ADV Cash wallet are scheduled to be available soon. Withdrawals through ADV Cash wallet are scheduled to be available soon. I would not deposit a single dollar on this garbage And if you can via XRP or one of your other cryptos, get that shit off of there and send it through your XRP ledger to another exchange. Send it via, do whatever the hell you have to do to get your money off of BITGET. I'm telling you right now, when the likes of Miles and all these other schmoes are telling you to buy it and they're promoting it because they can make a bunch of money off of it, there's a reason why you shouldn't be on it. I keep telling you, don't use something with a VPN regardless. There's other options. Don't get yourself caught up with the VPN. What do you think the USA is going to say if you say, oh, I got fucked out of money in Dubai and I'm using a VPN? Not going to be very happy. BITGET claims user funds are safe and secure, but urges clients planning to withdraw USD to do so as soon as possible to avoid potential disruptions. Yeah, everything's fine, but you're not going to be able to get your money. BITGET is one of the companies with exposure to crypto lender Genesis Global Trading, which I talked about this when it happened, which filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 20th. According to BITGET CEO Ben Zhu, the exposure amounts to 150 million by its investment. Ooh, that's not even that much money. So if this isn't what it's about. Marina Asset Management, a total of 120 million in funds were collateralized and had already been liquidated, according to Zhou. Moreover, he assured that all client funds go into separate accounts and that BITGET's own products do not use Marina. I doubt that. The halt comes just a day after Silvergate Bank announced plans to discontinue its digital assets. Payment Network claiming the termination is a risk-based decision. The network was one of the major on- and off-ramps for USD in the American crypto industry. Regulatory pressure on market outflows following the dramatic collapse of cryptocurrency exchange after November 2022 are driving U.S. banks to reduce their exposure to cryptocurrency assets. Last month, Binance announced it would temporarily suspend bank transfers to U.S. dollar. Previously in January, the exchange said its SWIFT transfer partner, Signature Bank, would only process trades by users with USD bank accounts. Over $100,000 Signature Bank previously announced it was drastically decreasing crypto deposits. So make sure that like button, if you got anything out of this, consider subscribing as we hit 15,640 subscribers. I'm blessed about that. Make sure that like button, it really does help push me through the analytics. If you want to use BitGet, Mexi, and or Uphold to trade XRP in the USA, you can do, if you're a new user, don't do BitGet. You'll have to use a VPN in the USA. But if you're not a new user, you can use BitGet if you're already signed up. But if you're a new user, use Mexi and or Uphold, no VPN required. Mexi, no buy and sell on the spot fees, no spot fees on the buy and sell. So make sure you do that. Also, if you enjoy what you see, consider joining Tom's Army. It's in the video description below and or the pinned comment below, along with BitGet, Mexi, and or Uphold. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag fight assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point in this extraordinary journey to 2025?